All right, welcome back to Decode Traders Hub. We are live to analyze today's market. All right, let me see you are on already. Welcome, Felix. Yeah, you're my guy. You're the one who comes in earlier every day. Oh, thank you for the support. And also for loving the industry of trading. All right, so as the rest come in, today we have also, today we're going to have our what our today we're going to have our BTC analysis at 1. So it's going to be for 30 minutes, because I haven't compiled the news I wanted, so do only the analysis. I think I will start the news in the next month, so I don't confuse people. So the news will start next month. I'll be sharing the news about BTC and some other major crypto coins. So yeah, for now we'll be doing the analysis only, and that only takes us like about 30 minutes or less even, because it's going to be only one asset analysis and what have you. You can always do what? You can always share to your friends and family. Let them engage. Let them come in. Let them come in and let's analyze together. It's a live analysis, and of course I don't take it down. It is always available whenever they want to check something. Later on they can always come back and check it out. But as for now, I want to welcome everyone, and let's start. Okay. All right, so I'm just seeing a question on my WhatsApp. Are these lives recorded though? Okay. All right, so crash 500. So this is a daily overview. We are still waiting for this momentum to happen, to break out, to come to down order block, that is on the H4 order block, and then activate our buy limits, and then head over to the buys. But as you can clearly see that we've been consolidating for this long, and currently there's consolidation is making such a format. What is this line here? Should delete it. Okay, so okay, and then we have also that. So that's what we are seeing, and looking at this gives us an impression of At h4, this will be what? This will be a symmetrical triangle that we know most of the times breaks either side. It actually breaks either side. We can't tell which side unless we do a conclusive analysis. But from what we want and from what we are anticipating according to Fibonacci, we anticipate a breakdown first here, then later comes up, then later it comes up using that. It comes up, so this is the arrow for that other move. First move is a breakout to this, so that's what we are anticipating. But as usual, how we normally know how market does, it may manipulate that, then either come down or even continue and break through. But we are looking at it breaking to get momentum here, to get the liquidity that is here, and when it gets it, that's when I believe it's going to be having enough momentum to break through and continue with the buys. So for now, I don't see an entry, unless if you want to make your entries within this M15 time frame, and then you keep playing with it, up down like that until it breaks out. So but for me, what's happening from that level there, so I am no longer going for it. In fact, I should delete it, but anyway, let me leave it because it's a support level there. So I think that's it for Crash 500. I forgot to write it down, but that's it for Crash 500. So we are waiting for it to come to our point of interest, or to break through and actually break through that range there, or call it a resistance there, and then you can head over to buys. Alright, so that is it on Crash 500. Let's jump to Boom 1000. So Boom 1000, the trade I've just shared, that's what happened. I will shortly show you what happened actually yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think, yeah. So Boom 1000. Boom 1000. I don't remember if I shared these buy stops, because these are buy stops that were activated. Now let me show you what. The previous trade that I entered, I waited for around 3 days. It had shown me some good momentum, so I brought my SLs in profits. Some actually, was it in profits or in break even? I don't remember, but they were up there. I think it was, they were in profits. So it made that a small wick down below. Let me maximize it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It came here, took my SLs, and I was out of the trade. But when I came back and I saw I was out of the trade, I said, okay, this is just trying to mess with me. I did what? I brought my buy stops here. I brought my buy stops. I don't remember if I showed it in the analysis we made, but I remember putting them later on. Yesterday, I put them yesterday. Either I did at night, or I think it was at night. Yeah, I think it was at night when I made the analysis while I was checking. Yeah, when I shared those things, when I shared the signals. So I made these buy stops and I left the trade. And from where we are currently, you can see that they were activated after breaking our point of our entry level. This was our entry level there. So after breaking our entry level there, you can clearly see that the buy stops were activated, and currently we are in profits and big profits. All I want to do is now wait for another retest. Once I have a retest, I will have my last entry, which is always my third entry. You know me, I always love to enter 3 times, so I'll be having my last entry near probably once it makes the retest. And let's now determine where the retest would actually, where would anticipate a retest. So from what I see, we have our first TP there, and that could be one of our points where market would turn from. So if it turns from that level, that means we'll be anticipating retest to come probably here, but we want to first let this candle close, then another one open, then we can have a fair value gap in between, and then we can determine either if it will come to that fair value gap or come right down here. But most of the times it will be coming for the fair value gap that it would have left here. So we wait for this candle to close, we'll come back to it, and then we'll determine the return or the retest level where we will make other entries from. Alright, so that is boom 1000. That's boom 1000. Now I rearranged my chart, my assets on the screen. So what we're going to discuss now is boom 500. Now boom 500. That's what we're going to analyze right now. Alright, so let's jump to boom 500. Boom 500. So boom 500, we have a breakout. And like I told you guys that it would give us a fake breakout all the way down below. It has reached it. According to H4, we are oversold, so we give it a little more time for the buys to start. We just give it some bit of time, then we'll see the buys start very soon. Then we'll see the buys start to only take us there. Those who remember, it's only going to take us here, and according to daily, then we'll be selling heavily. Those who love holding, we could hold it for weeks and probably even a month, because from where it is, according to daily, we may hold it for some good weeks, and according to weekly, we may hold it for even a month. According to weekly. So now we have to patiently wait for a good buy entry to take us back up there, and then after we make our, wait a minute, it may come actually here and give us, break this structure here. Let's see, on H4 did it break? No. So we may see it come, probably even break this structure. So don't be confused if this, I have my sell stop down below here, but don't get confused if it goes and breaks that level to give us a new lower low. This is a previous low here, it was a higher low. So don't get confused if it breaks here, because it has not broken any other low apart from this one here, down below, which was like a neckline there. So we may want to, if we see this happen, then it will do that, and then it will come, retest to give us a lower high, then starts to go into the downtrend, giving us lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows. But as of now, our anticipation still stands on this level to be a pull, to see a pullback back to that level, which is our previous high. Pull back to our previous high, and then later on we enter our good sales for so long. So this will be the swing low level there. This will be our swing low level to swing it all the way down below. So we wait for this to actually happen. If it fails, then we will be waiting for sales down below here. It means it will be going to sell, breaking this previous low to give us a new lower low, and then we'll start selling properly. All right, I want to leave this at this, unless if you guys have some bit of a question or you have an addition you want to put out there. So, but I don't see any question. Good morning, Shamin. Welcome. Here is, I think I've seen you probably the second time or my first time. I don't remember, but yeah, welcome back. Alright, I think it's stable now. I think it is stable now. Yeah, I think it is a bit stable now. We can work with this. Okay. Alright, so now we're heading to which asset? V10-1S, V10-1S, V10-1S. Well, TT10-1S. So we had a breakout and a retest there, and that's a clear entry for us there. This is a clear entry for us there. Although our anticipation was for it to first grab liquidity here, but we knew that what we wanted is a breakout there. So now that we have a breakout, let's wait for this candle to close. Let's wait for this candle to close. I would actually wait for it a bit more. Price to first come above my 10 MA there. That's when I will confirm for the buys to continue. Price to first come above my 10 MA. Yeah, I think so. It's something I've seen again. This could be seen as a double top, and once you have that, things may just change how you see them. And this will be your neckline there. That will be your neckline there. It's a common point where those wicks have been going back to. So I would have my neckline here, and if price goes above my 10 MA, I will have my buy entries. But if price breaks through this and closes out out of this line, then I will enter my sell positions. The reason why we may anticipate sales because of the liquidity here. That's why you have this, and that's why you can see my buy limits there. So this may have been a manipulation just for now, but we may see it first come down, then later on get into the buys, because the general trend is a buy on H4, on daily, and of course on the weekly we're supposed to be selling. On the weekly we're supposed to be selling. So right now I would wait for it to finish this candle, to close out that candle first, then I can have another say in the market. You can anticipate something else in the market. Alright, so I want to leave that at that. H1 is clearly selling, M15 is still selling, but look at that. Look at what is happening here. Everyone is refusing to move. Sells 10 or 15 hours. This is what has been happening here. Look at that. Alright, so now we jump to V75. So that we wait. We just leave it in H4 so that I can know I want the breakout to happen on H4. So now I head to V75, V75, V75. V75. Now for this, it hasn't come back down to activate my buy limits, but I think some people are already in it. I remember sharing with you our entries, where we should enter from, and this was where our entry was. I hope people entered and they have been making money. Have you been making money on V10? I mean on V75? Let me see your response in the charts. Let me see your response in the charts if you've been making money on V75, because we did what? We actually had that analysis sorted out, and we knew that we had our entry there. So right now we wait for what? Right now me, I'm waiting for this pullback. If the pullback doesn't happen, then I may just wait for it to reach that level, then have a clear pullback. But from where it is, it's clearly showing there is resistance. So it's clearly showing that resistance. That's a previous order block. So there's that resistance holding it from moving ahead. So if that's the case, then somehow price has to come back to this level for it to grab liquidity, and then later on move back with enough momentum to break through that resistance. So I will wait for now. Let me go to a lower time frame, look at it, check the structure so that we don't miss a thing. Because if I was to put my trend lines, this would be a rising wedge. This would be a rising wedge there. This would be a rising wedge there, meaning I will anticipate a breakout going down below here probably, or You never know, it may even come all the way down below, because we still have some momentum which was left back here, but I don't think it will come all the way to this level. So I would stick to what I have and wait for the buys to start. So that's it on this analysis, and let's now get into another asset. That asset is going to be V50. Oh, Felix, you're holding V75. Wow, kudos. I hope you've already taken some profits, because where we are, it's a consolidation and you don't want to be caught off guard. Okay, so V50 always make it a habit to reward yourself with some profits when you've made some. You don't necessarily have to wait for TP levels to be hit. So rewarding yourself for your time and effort to actually, fight against all emotions and enter the market and make some money is a good thing to reward yourself for. So always try to reward yourself even before the TP is hit. You will feel good. All right, so V50 currently, those who remember, I told you that price would come there. It came up to that level there and then started to sell, and clearly you can see what we have. It's by now everyone knows it. That's a double top there. That's a double top, and the confirmation is on CCI that we are overbought, and so our entries are supposed to be here when it breaks this level. Now the other entry would be when it breaks the rising wedge there and retests, would be another entry. But me, I had already entered there after it coming back inside the rising wedge. You guys remember I talked about it. If it comes back inside, me, I will have my entries there, and immediately when it came back inside, I entered my sells, and it's been lingering around the whole night because I made this entry when, let's look at that. This is where I made the entry from. What was the time? That was around 6. I think I changed my time to GMT plus 3. I don't remember, but yeah, if I changed it and it is this is showing me 6. If it's not, then let me check the one here. This is showing me 11. No, this is showing me 8. Showing me 8 plus 3, that is 11. Okay, so here it's 8, it's 6 plus 3, that would be at 8, around 8 p.m. That would be around 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Yeah, that's when I made the entry there. That's when I made the entry. So here I made that entry. It started to ring around. Actually, that's when I even did what? Shared the signals. Those who remember, that's the time I shared the signals even. So it was around 9, I believe. 9 here, but right here I wouldn't advise until it breaks here, or I would advise for entry when it gets back to the upper trend line before it comes back here. So for now, be patient. Either wait for it to go there, which it may not. The better option is to wait for it to come and break this level, which is our neckline there. Alright, so now let's jump to another asset. Remember, we are looking for the sales here to take us all the way down below. The daily is clear there. That's what we're looking for. We have finished to create or to form our lower high there, so we are coming for the lower low. So this would be a swing low level there. This sell here that we are looking for would be a swing low to take us all the way down below, according to daily. So those who are ready to swing it all the way down below, please be ready to join, and let's do this. Jump 25 now. Jump 25. So jump 25, it's the one that you guys saw, because I entered with a lot size of 0.2. Why did I choose to go with that lot size? It's a bit high, but why did I choose to do that? It's because it was a sniper entry. The moment I shared it with you, I shared when I had just entered there. That's the entry there. Those who remember yesterday, that was an entry there, and you can see that it was a sniper entry. And why did I do that? Those who attended yesterday's session, you know that we discussed this. This was a retracement level, and we got that using our Fibonacci here, and you can see that that is in the discount level, so that's why we took that. And the other reason was it had given us that kind of a pennant, and looking at H4, it was just a fake breakout, because you know that pennant signify a continuation, so we know that it's going to continue buying. So it came to retest and to continue buying. But of course, sorry about that, but of course there was an issue of the mistake I made when I was sharing the signal. Instead of writing jump 25, I wrote jump 10, and I believe it messed some people up. Apologies if you made some losses, sorry about that. But this is the asset that I was talking about, and I've already shared the results of I made big money. This, before I even slept, I had brought my SLs into profit, because I didn't want to risk the account, because this is a bigger asset. It can quickly wipe your account. So I have entries of 0.2 and entry I think of 0.1. So they are making the money currently on this asset, and you can see we may see another pullback, but now that we are above our 10 MA on H4, we may actually not see it. So we wait and see what will happen. If we have a pullback, probably to fill this fairly gap, then you guys will have an entry. But let me tell you one other thing why I'm doing this. H4 is showing us we are buying. Daily is showing us we're buying, and of course weekly is also showing us we're buying. But if you come to price action, somehow looking at what we have here, after failing to give a new high there, someone may we may say this was a break of structure. Someone may say this was a break of structure there. Yeah, a person may clearly tell you that is a break of structure. And actually, the guys who manipulate the market may follow this and keep taking people's money to later on have enough momentum and then break to go for to create a new higher high up there. You understand? So don't hold your mind and to focus on only what you first saw. You also look from the perspective of what if it is not conclusive, what other scenario would it be? So the other scenario would be the market to follow this price action of this market, of this asset failing to create a new higher high and now coming here to create a low here. So meaning this would be a higher low, a lower high that's been created here. But we need to wait and see. Are you understanding that? So we have to wait and see. So looking from the left, why we actually have that, you can see that was an order block there that price reacted from there. So it means now it's no longer just an order block, it's now a resistance level there. It has hit it 1, 2, 3 times now, 3 times hitting that level. So you never know, this may turn out to be a sell later on to take us down below to grab liquidity, whatever liquidity was left back here, and then later on get enough momentum to push for the creation of a new higher high up here. But for now, all we know is we are buying. According to CCI, we are strongly buying. We are in an uptrend. According to daily, we are strongly in an uptrend, and according to weekly, we are strongly in an uptrend. So I'm not saying all that, but I'm saying on a lower time frame, of which now that would be my H4, I'm calling it a lower time frame because of what I'm seeing here, the break of structure here. If I was to use price action, that means the break of structure here may somehow be significant in some hours, so you don't want to take that out. So now knowing that, I would want to put my SL there so that I can take some of my profits there. This is what I can put, actually 2 of them, so that it comes below, I'm taken out, and I have my good profits there. And yeah, it doesn't hurt, although I would have wanted to hold and take it all the way up, but even taking my money here is all good. I will have some good money to use there. So that's jump 25. I hope that analysis is clear and you're not confused. Let me check if we have some questions. Oh yes, yeah, I remembered it's still in GMT. Yeah, thanks. Eunice here, good morning Eunice. So now let's head over to jump 10. So all this, please don't get confused. We are strongly buying on H4, on daily, and also on weekly time frames. But looking at price action, what it did here, breaking structure there to come and give us a new low on that level there. It's something not to just oversee and don't pay attention to it. We have to pay attention to it because it may affect what we had at first. So we have to know it, and if this remains the case and it comes actually down below, this becomes a new low, our current lower high there. If it holds and this becomes a lower high and it comes down, then we have some other points of interest down below here. You understand? We have that, and of course the order block that gave us that fair value gap would be this. So the ideal will be that fair value gap, but that fair value gap somehow it was taken out by this candle, so I would be looking for this order block to be my other point of interest, which will be making our new lower low down below and probably fail to break this low, and then we start to see our highs. So be assured that you don't miss out. Whatever scenario happens, like I've said, we may see this scenario coming down below to give us a new high, then we come for that. So whatever scenario happens, be cautious to pay attention to whatever it does, and you're not caught off guard. So don't harden your mind on the buys only just because we are strongly buying on these 3 time frames. When we shift to H1, the case may be different, and you can clearly see it is different when we shift to H1. So the sell may come all the way down below here, and later on we start the sell, the buys. So let's not harden that. Let's be flexible to whatever the market will offer to us. All right, I want to submit that analysis. Hope it was clear and we are good to go. All right, so now we jump to jump 10. Let's go to jump 10. So of course, even here, those who remember, we had said we will wait for this was sort of a manipulation. Those who remember, and even you can see that it is struggling to make that buy move. Struggling to make that buy move. So we may see it come a bit down. We may see it come a bit down because this is a rising wedge. We may see it come a bit down, then grab the liquidity here, and then go in for a long buy all the way to there. Why are we saying that? All we want is price to grab liquidity on that other side, and later on we get into sales, because on the weekly we're supposed to be selling. So this would be the pullback to grab liquidity either on this order block or on that fair value gap there. So whatever happens, it's what we will go with. But for now, it is showing that it didn't respect the rising wedge, rather it broke through that and continued to buy. So if it continued to buy, we know that there is a time it's going to come to look for this that it left below, down below here. And then if it does that, then we'll have our clean entry. But for now, I can't advise anyone to enter this at all. You can see it struggling to even move. Look at that, it is struggling. So I wouldn't enter market like this. I would wait for it. If it goes up there, then I would enter my sales, because I know when it goes there, we're going to see clean sales happen. We're going to see clean sales happen. So this was our last asset to analyze. What we can do now is to go back, refresh our mind with the very first ones. Crash 500, still consolidating up to now. It may take the whole month. Wow, it's been a while. Since 22nd of September, we've been consolidating. Since 22nd of September. So today is 11th. So we are in the last week to make a month in the consolidation here. Look at that. Look at that. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is what? Daily. Okay. So daily has another thing that I've just realized. Look at that. So that would be a channel according to daily. In fact, for now, it is not even a channel. It's a flag. For now, it's a flag on a daily. It's a flag on the daily, meaning we will see this exact move when it breaks out. This exact move that put us there is what we'll be looking at when it breaks, meaning it will be coming to that order block, which is a weekly order block. All right, that's some other way to look at it. So I will just delete this or maintain this, and then we'll have our analysis like that. So we know that that is a daily trend line, and this one down below, which is making our flag there, and we know that price is going to actually continue up there, though it still has low momentum. The reason why we anticipated it to come down below is to grab liquidity and gain momentum to push back and break through all those levels, all these resistance levels that are happening here. So that's what we are waiting for. Okay, boom 1000. We are continuing with the buy. Those who are in for the buys, kudos, you're in money. I think I should bring my TPs to break even, my SLs to break even. Should I wait? Okay, of course our first TP is there. As you remember, I said our first TP is there. Then our second TP is here. Our second TP is there. So I wouldn't want to miss that. So what do? Let me see. Let me give it some more time. This candle, when it closes, then I can bring my SLs into break even. So yeah, currently we are almost hitting our first TP. So kudos to those who entered, who joined the trade. Of course, this one has come to our point of interest, which is boom 500 has reached. Wow, it has reached our point of interest. That's fast. So we wait for other signals for buy entry. Let's wait for a clean entry. CCI will be showing us that, of course. So it is already oversold. So now we wait for a proper entry for the buys on this asset also. Remember, we are only buying it to reach that level, or even not to reach it, but we are just, it's going to be a pullback buy, then later on we sell. So be cautious with proper risk management when we enter this buy. It's going to be a pullback. Alright, so V10 oneness, we had that breakout, and the candle actually closed, so the buy has started, but I want to enter the buy when it goes above my 10 MA. In fact, it would still be risky to do that. I would want now to enter when I see a pullback here. Break of structure there. Break of structure there, and then pullback, and then my entry. That's what I will wait for, because I don't want to risk anything, so I will have to wait. I don't want to prove to anyone that I know how to trade and make risks. So I will wait for my proper entry when it breaks that level. But there's another possibility of it breaking this neckline and then go for the sells, like we anticipated the pullback to this level, then later on get into the buys. So whatever happens, I'll be ready for it. But right here where it is currently within this range, I have no entry. Yeah, and we can see that the rising wedge has given us that breakout. So the breakout, those who haven't entered V75, now we can wait for the breakout. I mean, we can wait for the pullback, and pullback probably back here, and then if it doesn't close with inside, then we make our sells. But I would not want you to make the sell entry. I would wait for it to come back a bit, then after it finishes the pullback, then we enter the buys. So I would not encourage the sales on V75 right now, although we can see there's a breakout from the rising wedge. I would encourage the buys after this retest is done. So we'll wait for that. Now we head to 50. It's going on as planned, and like I said, entry, you guys can wait for the entry when it breaks that neckline, and clearly it's on the neckline currently, so wait patiently for the breakout on that neckline, and then you have your entries as usual. You know how we make entries with the double tops and double bottoms. That's a clear double top there. Jump 25, like I said, we have two scenarios. One scenario, we know that it's a strong buys on H4 daily and weekly, but also we can clearly see that we have a break of structure on H4, so meaning we are currently in a downtrend for a short while, according to what we see, what the structure gave us here. So don't be surprised when market brings us back down below to this order block. Be ready for it, but also be ready for anything. Be so ready for the buys, because we know that we are strongly buying. This will be a pullback to only get momentum or liquidity to increase the momentum for this asset to go further ahead for the buys. Jump 10, it's continuing with a low momentum. If it gets there, then we have our sells. If it doesn't, of course, we can see clearly that on H4, according to CCI, we are overbought. So meaning the momentum is so low. That's the reason why the momentum is so low. So we wait for the sell entries for now. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's meet at 1 for the BTC analysis. I'm going to share the link shortly after this session so that we can also have the analysis of BTC. Today is Friday, so we'll be doing that in we'll be doing that in a while. We'll be doing that shortly. So this is where we'll do the BTC analysis at 1 for at least 30 minutes, and then we call it a day. Otherwise, I want to wish you a good day and good trading. Kudos those who are already making money, those who are already in it. Those who haven't gotten, don't worry, be patient. You get entries and you make some money. The goal is to keep increasing the account but not reducing the account, meaning you keep making money consistently, even if you take 2 days when you're not having an entry, but when you get an entry you're increasing, not reducing. All right, have a nice day, guys. See you at 1. Those for the BTC, those who love only synthetics, let's meet Monday. Have a nice day, guys.